Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Merdeka Day to all Malaysians. Welcome to this afternoon's workshop on cardio care. In today's busy world, many people find it challenging to invest in heart-healthy habits and activities. And according to experts, maintaining heart health by addressing lifestyle factors can greatly reduce the risk of heart disease. What are lifestyle factors? They are smoking, body mass index management, stress control, and diet management, especially for those of us who love to eat. Adequate sleep and exercise are also vital for heart health. This afternoon, you will learn how to relax and stay calm, especially during this current COVID-19 pandemic. Every day, as we listen or even watch the news, many countries are showing increasing numbers of infections, especially the Delta variant, and how medical facilities are being stretched to the limit. We worry for our families, and especially for children under 18 who have not yet been slotted for vaccination. And stress. So stress can greatly affect our immune system too. Now, this afternoon's workshop is the last of a series of 3 workshops. The first being respiratory care, the second intestinal care, and this last one, cardio care. We actually organized on Sarawak Independence Day, the 22nd of July, a free workshop about the magic 5 human reset. And this was to celebrate Sarawak Independence Day. And very kindly, Avita, the company, has allowed us to carry on this long celebration till today, Malaysia's Merdeka Day. Okay, as you learn about caring for yourself and all in the family, let us remember and spare a thought for the people, those in the community that need our love, care, and support. Please feel free to contribute generously, and the contributions will go to the Kuching Lions Nursing Home for the Elderly. Unfortunately, recently it was a cluster of 22 COVID-19 infections amongst the staff and residents. And so an appeal was made for PPEs, sanitizers, gloves, etc., as the home is not government funded and relies a lot on donations. And because of COVID-19, they have not been able to do a lot of fundraising. So please contribute generously. Any amount will do. Do speak to the person who introduced you to the workshop today, or how you can pay online as well. Okay. Now I've got to be, how do I say it? I'm very touched, and I've got to remember to thank all those who have so generously contributed towards the Lion Nursing Home through our previous workshops. And currently, our figure stands at 5,460 ringgit. And on behalf of the Lions Nursing Home, I thank all of you. I am very touched and moved by your kind gestures and heartwarming donations. You know, it is said that money can't buy love. You know the song, but I don't know who sang it, Money Can't Buy Love. But you have all shown that love can do so much. And through that, we have created ways of helping others in need. Yeah, so thank you very much to all those who have contributed towards the funds. Thank you. Okay. I also have another group of people to thank for being so generous. And they are the organizing chairman, Alvin, as you can see, and all the Singapore team that have banded together to support the Sarawak Independence Day project. I cannot describe their selfless devotion towards imparting their knowledge, their skills and expertise in preventive wellness. And they are really a group of truly inspiring and noble people that I have ever met. And again, thanks to Alvin, he has shared the recordings of all the previous workshops that we have done on the same web page as the one that you signed in or registered for your Zoom entry. And this is at https://www.essentiallymeridian.com/Sarawak Day. Yeah. So if you can't get that, please talk to your introducer. Okay. Now, to kickstart today, I think because it's going to be nice and relaxing after this, we are going to pump you up a little bit first and get you to activate your meridians through a dance. Okay. So very easy, just join in.
The Meridian exercise is a set of simple, repeatable steps that activate our acupressure points and improve chi flow in our body. Let's start with clapping our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 counts of 8 for each step. Next, beat the back of your hands, simulate all the acupressure points on our palms and fingers. Next, crisscross the web of your hands to stimulate our Ba Xue acupressure points. Next, intercept your fingers, improve peripheral circulation and relieve numbness in the fingers. Palm down, knock the sides of your palms, stimulate large intestine meridian and help to release headache, prevent flu. Palm up, knock the inner side of the palm, stimulate small intestine meridian and Ho Si, release neck pain, relaxes muscles. Knock the wrists together, stimulate heart and pericardium meridian, Da Ling point, prevent and relieve heart attack and chest pain. Hammer the left palm with the right fist. Stimulate heart and pericardium meridian and Lao Gong point at the center of the palm. Switch to the right palm, stimulate Lao Gong point, remove tiredness, improve alertness. Next, beat the inner side of your left arm, strengthen the heart, pericardium and lung meridian. Beat the outer side of the left arm, strengthen small intestine, triple warmer and large intestine meridians. Next, switch to the inner side of the right arm. Improve respiratory and cardiovascular system. Next, the outer side of the right arm. Strengthen the small intestine, triple warmer and large intestine meridians. Beat the left shoulder with the right hand and lower back with the left hand. Beat the shoulder to relieve stiff neck, shoulder ache and migraine. Switch to the right shoulder, beat the back with your right hand. Helps with impotence, water retention, ringing in the ears. Next, beat the tummy with the right hand and back with the left hand. Beat tummy improves digestion and strengthens immunity. Switch, beat the tummy with the left hand and back with the right hand. Beat the back to relieve backache, strengthen urinary and reproductive system. Beat the left side of the tummy with the left hand, relieve constipation, diarrhea and improve blood circulation to lower limbs. Beat the right side of the tummy with the right hand, strengthen our digestive system. Use both hands to beat the inner and outer side of your left leg. Beating the inner side strengthens spleen, liver and kidney meridian. Beat around the knee area clockwise. Relieve kneecap pain, arthritis, strengthen weak limbs. Next, use the left hand to beat the outer side of the left knee or Jusan knee. Relieve gastric and abdominal discomfort. Beat the back of the left knee. Activate with Zhong point on the bladder meridian. Relieve backache, kneecap pain. Next, beat the inner side of the left leg above the ankle, stimulate the Sun Yin Jiao on the liver, kidney and spleen meridian. Switch to the right leg, breathe the inner and outer side. Breathing the outer side, strengthen the stomach and bladder and gallbladder meridian. Next, pick around the knee area, very good for gastric pain, kneecap pain, arthritis, and weak limbs. Breathe the outer side of the left knee on the Jusan point, helps with loss of appetite, diarrhea, constipation, strengthens weak limbs. Now, breathe the back of the right knee on your Wei Zhong point, you relieve arthritis, numbness, and aches of lower limbs. Next, breathe the inner side of the right leg above the ankle. Activate your Shan Yin Jiao to improve spleen, liver, and kidney function. Alright, let's relax with some breathing exercise. Take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs, stomach full. Breathe out, empty out your lungs, stomach empty. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in, fill up your lungs, breathe out, empty the lungs. That's the end of the meridian dance. Thank you very much.
Wow. Are you all ready and set to begin? Yes, right. Now, let's enjoy this afternoon's relaxing and calming workshop. It gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce this afternoon's speaker, Alvin Yong. We are very privileged to have Alvin conducting this workshop, as he's the founder of Essentially Meridian way back in 2007. Alvin was trained personally by a team of professors from Taiwan's Yangming Medical University, which led the biotech R&D in extracting the essence from traditional herbs and developing simplified acupressure techniques for preventive health. Alvin wears many hats. He is a multipreneur in healthcare, cell therapy, pottery, and social enterprise. You probably need to spend a whole day with him to hear about his projects, maybe even more. Okay, to name a few of his involvements. Okay, Alvin's passion and commitment to helping others achieve preventive wellness cannot be adequately described in words. Let him infuse you this afternoon with his knowledge, skills, expertise, and experience. Let's put our hands together to welcome Alvin. Yay!
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amy, for a nice introduction. Thank you. All right, I'm really happy that we have the chance to meet with so many people on a Tuesday afternoon, and none other than that Malaysia's Independence Day. So let's put our hands together and clap for all the Malaysians in the world. Yeah, thank you for joining us. All right, I'm very happy that Meridian 101 has been going from strength to strength since 2007. Today we are having this cardio care talk, but prior to that, like what Amy said, we started about a month ago when we celebrated the Sarawak Day with the Meridian 101 DIY Human Reset program, right? So that was conducted online as well. And this program was very interesting because we learned about all the 5 magic points on our human body that allow us to really boost out our immunity very quickly with this set of oil that we'll be introducing later on. Now, following that, it's really important to continue to beef up the immunity from all aspects of our human body. So we launched 3 more workshops, the first one of which is the respiratory care. And primarily because COVID time, respiratory function is being threatened, yeah? So we have to beef up the ability for us to have a very strong respiratory system. So we started with that on the 31st of July. Following that, intestinal care is really important as well, because intestine, the gut system, is responsible for a very major part of our immunity, overall immunity. We had a very good workshop on that day as well, on the 14th of August. And now we are here in cardio care. Give yourself a pat on your shoulder for making it here on a wonderful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Yeah. So what we're going to share is a series of really helpful, useful information that has really stood the test of time. But I would just like to make a small disclaimer here that should any one of you here with any kind of pre-existing illnesses and all that, please see the doctor. Yeah. The information that we are sharing here is for preventive care. It is all sincerely shared by all of us with true experiences, but it doesn't overrule any form of medical advice or medical treatment that you are currently on. All right. Now, a word of about essentially Meridian. It was started in 2007 by a team of friends together with myself. We have a very simple vision. Our vision is to bring natural wellness, natural do-it-yourself kind of care regime to everyone. Easy to learn. That's one of our really core values. Very practical to every one of us. Okay. And we hope to always deliver very, very delightful workshops and talks that will promote this very, very easy to learn Meridian 101 technique to everyone across the world. So I'm very happy that today I see people of different races, different culture, different nationality, all joining us together. So can I invite all of you to type in the chat? I'm just wondering how many of you are like from which location across the whole wide world. I know there's someone here who is all the way from London, who is joining us, who just woken up, it's early in the morning there now. Okay, so we have people from Malaysia. Oh, we have Ram from India. Welcome, Ram. Oh, and yeah, Elsbert from London. And we have someone from USA, which stands for Upper Serangoon area. Okay, we have people from Australia. Welcome. Oh, Surabaya. Hi there, Gabriel. Nice. Yeah, it's an international audience, and I'm very happy to be speaking to an international audience. Yeah, let's enjoy these sessions. Yeah. Now we talk about meridian therapy. Of course, you got to understand what is meridian, right? So meridians are channels that carries the energy. Okay, that is like a MRT map. It's like a map that covers your entire human body. We have got lines like what you see in the slide here. They are meridian lines. You can't kind of see them physically, but they are energy pathway that connect with one another and go around the whole human body. They're responsible for governing the movement and the circulation of energy around our human body. One of the ways that is the best that I find very useful to kind of like explain the layman term is like the system of meridian in our human body is like the system of rivers that covers the planet Earth. Yeah. So, rivers collect water, rainwater from the mountain, and then it flows through a series of streams and river channels, and then it goes into lakes, and then from lakes it goes into another lakes, for example, and through that channel it is governed by the flow is governed by the sluice gate, the dam that you see here. Yeah. So if I liken the water in the river to be our blood and our chi, all right, then the river will be like the meridian lines on our body. The lakes are like our organ, the heart, the liver, the stomach, the kidney and all, right? And now you see, if the rivers are serving the lakes well, then the water will be flowing fresh from the mountain and then going away from the lakes fresh to another lake, for example. But what happens if the dams are choked and then they're choked by rubbish and all, the rivers are not flowing well? What will happen then? You see, what will happen then is that you will have stagnated lake, right? So stagnated lake, can I have a show in the chat your understanding about what does it mean by when the water are all still and stagnated? What will happen? Can I have some of you, any one of you, kind of like give me some contributions in the yeah, I love to have a conversation, although I can't quite hear you now because it's no oxygen flow. What will happen if there is the entire lake is stagnated? There's no oxygen flow, then all the aquatic animals and the plant and the fishes and the prawns and crabs, and they all die, isn't it? So if we liken the leg to be our organs, then all the living animals in there are like the cells in our organs, right? Then our organs will become malfunction. Yeah. So what is really, really important for the entire system, the entire planet Earth, to be really healthy is to ensure that the waters are flowing well through all the river systems and into and out of the lakes as well. So the dams and the gates are like our acupressure point. English word has a way of allowing us to understand what is health, right? So when there's an ease of flow of the water, then you will have good health. But when there's a disease of flow, which means there's a block, there's a jam, there's a traffic jam, then you will have disease, which will then leads you to having some problem with your health. So we definitely want the water to flow in the river, and we definitely want our blood and our qi to flow well across the entire meridians system in our human body. So Meridian 101 is conceived to teach all of us very, very simple technique of how we can ensure that the flow of qi and the blood will be healthy along our meridian. Now, if you look at this meridian picture here, you realize that all the meridians, there are actually 12 bilateral meridian and 2 on the midline of our human body. So there are 14 main meridians. Along all these meridians are acupressure point, which are like the gates, in the river system. So there are about 350 major acupressure points. Okay, interestingly, every year there's 365 days. If you look at the picture here, you'll see that all the meridians are actually linked. They're all interlinked, one flowing to the other and connecting to cover the entire human body. So the meridian system goes with certain body clock. Now, we don't really cover the body clock today, but we teach it in our more advanced program called the Meridian 101 Ambassador Training Program. Okay, we'll talk a little bit about that in a while. All right. So how do we ensure that the dams on the river or the acupressure point that is governing the flow of our meridian systems are true, right? Are promoting good flow? There are many, many techniques, okay, in different modalities and in the traditional Chinese medicine as well. In the Meridian 101 teaching, we practice these two that's very, very commonly used and is really withstand the test of time. It's been practiced for 3,500 years. Okay, it is really, really safe as well. One is acupressure point, acupressure. The other one is gua sha. So we would be teaching both of these techniques to all of you here today in today's workshop. Yeah. And what is acupressure? Acupressure is about pressing. Yeah. So if you are able to press at the right dams, yeah, the right acupressure point along your meridian system, that stimulation will allow the qi and the blood to flow well without any traffic jam. A more powerful way is using gua sha. You see on my screen now, okay, you can see the gua sha board, okay, and the gua sha board is like a knife edge, and when you gua sha along your meridian lines, there is a wonderful effect in opening up the entire channel. It's almost like scraping the river and allowing the water to flow very, very well, and you will get an almost an immediate relief. If you have some traffic jam in your body, you'll get almost immediate relief, right? Now, those two techniques that I just mentioned are mechanical means, yeah, meaning that you are using your own force, your own pressure on yourself. But when you are not well, okay, when a person is not well, the energy, you can say that the energy within the body system is lower. And most often of the time, what you need is that you need to inject in new and higher level of energy into your body to allow the flow of the blood and qi to be boosted in a way, yeah, to be enhanced. So that is the introduction of herbs. It's very interesting. In all modality, all culture, all different parts of the traditions in different parts of the world, We all rely on some form of herbs, some form of plant for medicinal therapeutic purposes. Yeah. So we can look at here, there is a correlation between certain kind of herbs with certain frequency of energy, correlating it with different pairs of meridian. Like for instance, here you look at large intestine and the lung meridian, they work together, and large intestine and lung meridian works together to govern the respiratory system, for instance. Okay, and the second one, you'll see that spleen and stomach governs our digestive system, and so on and so forth. So different herbs has a different energy level that works with different pairs of meridian to help to inject in a higher dose of energy to boost the flow of our blood and qi. So relying on herbs are really, really important. But you and me know that in today's generation, we have kind of lost the knowledge, yeah, and we do not know where to look for all these plants as well. So we are very lucky that we have the company Avita in collaboration with Yangming Medical University in Taiwan. The professor teams there researched for many years and combine the best of the East and the West. The Western technology in extracting essential oil from plants and herbs, okay, using biotechnology, and the 3,500 years of traditional Chinese medical wisdom and science. All right, so we put the two together and poof, it comes out this 8 wonderful oil. Okay, we call them the 八大金刚, which means translate to like the 8 King Kong of the herbal kingdom, you know. Okay, and they are 100% natural botanical, and we will teach over the course of today's workshop how to use this oil, okay, for the benefits of the entire human body, for the entire family, for the entire company and organization even. Okay, it's very safe, very convenient, it's very easy to use, right? Now, a little word of caution before we move into practical, because you're going to stimulate our meridians and all right? And now we don't advocate that you drink alcohol, you smoke before and after doing this therapeutic treatment, because you are opening up your channels for movement of qi and the blood. Yeah, so you really do not want any form of toxins to be in your body, because it will then circulate even more. Right? Now, no painkillers. We don't recommend that, because when you are pressing on your acupressure point, now if there is some blockages that you are having in your body, then typically you will find that the stimulation of the acupressure point, you will feel a little bit more painful than normal. Yeah. So you will want to have that sensation of pain to have appreciation of how well your body is at that particular point in time. So we don't advocate painkiller, because painkiller basically numb your entire body nervous system, and that is not a good indication for you. Yeah. If you are pregnant, then we don't recommend that you do any form of this Meridian 101, because when you're in pregnancy period, the hormonal, there are a lot of changes in the body. So we do not really recommend doing it. Yeah. No bathing until about after 2 hours, because when you're doing meridian therapy, your pores are opening up, you are allowing qi to flow. Yeah. So you do not want the coldness and the dampness to enter into your body system. Next is that when you're doing gua sha, you'll find that sometimes when you are having blockages in your body system, the sha will come out in the form of red spots. Yeah. Do not be alarmed. You are actually undergoing a very powerful natural detoxification. You're aiding your body to undergo that natural detoxification. So that is a very, very good process. However, we do not recommend that you gua sha again until all the red spots have subsided. Okay, finally, I hope that you drink lots of warm water during this process, because all form of gua sha and acupressure is a form of detoxification. Okay, and water comprises about 80% of you, and the way to flush out all the toxin that is in your body, one of the very powerful method is by the drinking of water and going to urinate. Yeah. Okay, are we ready to get started? Yeah. Okay. Now, in the meridian therapy science, anything to do with heart health, cardio care has to do with your stress and your entire nervous system. Yeah. So it is a nervous system that we want to support. And one of the problem with nervous system going haywire is that it will exhibit it to you in this form, right? How many of you have family members or yourself or friends you know who have got constantly having some form of migraine, headache, stiff neck, stiff shoulder? How many of you can you kind of like give me some response? Yeah. Any of you? Because if none of you, then we can just skip right through, right? Because all of you have got very good heart health, and then no point talking about this part. Yeah. How many of you? Oh, Mary Chan raised the hand. Wang Xiang, I don't even know, Han 是吗? Wang Xiang Han. Right, raise your hand. So good. I hope that this afternoon session you will pick up some tips, then it will help you to. Oh, Stella as well. Stella. Oh, okay. Stella, you look so young. Why are you having headache and migraine? Okay, good. And your mother as well. Okay, right. Now let's get right into it. So what can we do about it? Now, I want to introduce some of the very useful oil with the very useful energy to unblock the kind of blockness. Yeah, Vital Meridian is the main oil that we use. Okay, I show it in my screen here. Yeah. It promotes the circulation of qi along all the 12 and 14 meridians, yeah, in our body. Yeah. So this is like the GPS, you can call it that way. Yeah. This is like the carrier. It's like the penetrator. Okay. It governs, it kind of like piggyback on all the specialized oil, and it's like a rocket system that carries it through, and it penetrates into all the meridian. So this is a very powerful oil. It is you can use it on itself just to massage generally very often all your young children, for example, to boost the qi flow, and it will help them to improve their immunity and grow healthy and strong. Yeah, it comprises of about 20 over different Chinese herbs, okay, Oriental herbs that's very powerfully put together synergistically to work in with the formulations that is thousands of years old. Yeah. And the other one that I would like to talk about in order to help you with a stiff neck, stiff shoulder in a while you understand why, is the Forsythia Detox. This is a detox oil, right? It protects the liver and the gallbladder meridian, and also the triple warmer meridians. So this oil has the very cooling effect. It is very helpful for people with acne problem as well. You know, you have pimples, just put one drop of it on your pimple. It helps you to dry up your pimple and clear it very quickly. It promotes very strong property in anti-inflammations. All right. Now, how do you use them? That is the next thing. Yeah. Okay. Now you use it on your liver and your gallbladder meridian. So in the first part of today, I will just talk about the liver and the gallbladder meridian. Now, if you look at the screen here, you will see that the gallbladder meridian is a very long meridian. It connects all the way from your head, okay, your head portion, which is by the side of your head portion, all the way to the side of your body, side of your lower limb, and all the way to your toes. Okay. Now, this is like the North-South Highway connecting Singapore to Malaysia, right? So it is very important for you to unblock this major meridian. Okay, you notice that a lot of headache, migraines happen on the side of your head. Yeah, so if you find that migraine and tension headache is all kind of troubling you by the side of the head, it is an indication that you have a blockage on your gallbladder meridian. How do you clear the gallbladder meridian? That's the next question. Yeah, there are a few points. Okay, I will just introduce a point, and later on in the breakout room where we're going to do the practice. Yeah, I have many leaders who are very experienced who will guide you in detail. Yeah. Now, Feng Shi point is just behind your neck, just above your spinal and below your skull, right below, between the neck. This is called the wind tunnel. Yeah, this is where the wind goes in. You'll notice that your mother and grandmother will often tell you that, you know, in the night, please blow dry your hair. If you're going to shower late in the night, never sleep with wet hair, because you will get tau hong, you know, you will get wind that gets in there and you have headache, you will end up having fever and that sort of thing. So this is where the entry point of that. So this is called a wind tunnel. Yeah. So this is a very major point that you should take care of. And then you will notice that right at the tip of your shoulder, all right, at the tip of your shoulder, that is called jian jing. Now, never mind if you cannot pronounce. I know Ram is here from India. Ram, would you like to try to pronounce jian jing? Okay, I had a Ram, just a little bit aside, when I was in Bangalore. I trained 8 of the Indian there to do this workshop, and you know, training them was very delightful because I was like teaching Chinese class, you know. Okay, so jian jing is a very, very important point to relieve stiff neck and shoulder pain. Okay, now a lot of stiff neck and shoulder pain is because of all the baggage and the qi that are blocked from your feng chi below your skull all the way to your jian jing and downward. Okay, so later on we'll teach you how to relieve this point. And right behind the shoulder blade, you'll see tian zhong. Okay, tian zhong is very useful for people with so stuck the qi that is so jammed that they find it even difficult to lift up the arm. Okay, so like frozen shoulder. Okay, so tian zhong is a very powerful point to help to relieve that. So you notice that all the meridian lines are running on the left and the right. So whatever that is the point that's on the right hand side, it goes on the left hand side as well. All right. So another point that is very useful that most of us already know is Tai Yang. Okay, if you look at the lady on the left part of my slide, you'll see that everyone knows, right? Where can you all show me your Tai Yang? Yeah, I can see that all of you are just practicing it on. Okay, later in the breakout room, the breakout, my assistant trainer will teach you exactly the point to find the Tai Yang point. Okay, so these are the few points that are very useful. Okay, now how useful is it? To be frank, in the very, very beginning, when we are teaching this, we are kind of not so sure whether it will work on everybody. Okay, so there was this lady in my early years when we first started off in 2007. I remember this workshop very clearly. That time it was a physical workshop. We have a kind of a tourist, I would say. Yeah, she came visiting from Perth, Australia. She's a friend of one of our friends. Lady Gloria Clayton here. She had very bad stiff neck. Yeah, actually her neck is like frozen lock. So when she talked to someone, if she needs to turn to the side, she will need to turn her entire body to look at someone and talk, you know. So she was having a very, very hard time. Yeah, very uncomfortable. She's seen all the doctors and everyone told her that there's nothing you can do about it. You're suffering from osteoporosis, you know, and a lot of other issue. You live with it. Yeah. So when she came for the workshop, she was kind of like half believe. Yeah, she was skeptical, I would say. Yeah. And when during the workshop, after we had taught them about gua sha and about all these points, we encouraged her to give it a practice. She was a bit skeptical, and she pointed to my gua sha board, and she says that, "Oh, come on! I have seen all the doctors in the world, you know, and what can this buffalo thing, you know? Gua sha board is made of buffalo horn, yeah." So she just kind of joked that, you know, what can this buffalo thing do, you know? And but amazingly, in the end, she agreed to a gua sha. And the moment we gua on her, after just 3 strokes, wow, all the sha start to appear. You can see it at the bottom of the picture. And eventually it became almost purplish. Her case was very serious. And this little text here was when, after she returned to Australia, she sent us an email. And she said that she was able to move her neck and the head a little bit better when she was on the plane back to Perth, and someone talked to her beside her, and she was able to turn and talk to the person. So she became one of our user in Perth, Australia, and one of the champion there as well. Okay, so we're always very, very happy whenever we hear something like that. Then in JB, we have this lady.
刚才来的时候要身体这样子，现在啊，我身体不用动啊。你转过来看我们做了什么？哦，刮痧。刚才是用整个身体我转的，现在我身体不要动啊，我可以转很多。Very good，谢谢。
So this was how instant the effect can be. So this lady in JB, we were there for a workshop. And when she arrived, her neck was stiff. Right? She was having stiff neck and she could not turn her head. But after the gua sha, she was able to start moving her head to the left and right. And she was very, very happy. So again, she became one of our users in Johor Bahru. Yeah. And I'm sure today she is celebrating the Malaysia's Independence Day as well. Yeah. So how do you do this gua sha? And this is the line that you should be practicing later on during the breakout room. Yeah. So the blue line is where you do the gua sha. Okay. When you do gua sha, you do not need to gua until your skin come out. Okay. That's not the idea. All right. It's a form of stimulation. What you want to do is you want to stimulate it. But stimulation also means that you have to put in some pressure. Yeah. So you can't just be touching your skin and that will have no effect. Yeah. So you got to put in, exert, firm stroke. You do not need to do it fast. You just do it firm. Okay. Do about 20 to 25 times. That's enough. If you have sa, you have sa. You don't have sa, you don't have sa. Okay. You just do it consistently. Yeah. So you follow along the blue line and then you do to the back, the tian zhong. Oh, the tian zhong is, after you've done it, you'll feel very, very comfortable. All right. Now the oil to use is Vita Meridian, and you use Forsythia. 5 drops of Forsythia mixed with 10 drops of Vita Meridian. Always half of the dosage of the Vita Meridian, 5 and 10. Now, in the picture here, you will see that we also put Magnolia, which I'm not going to teach today. Okay, as well as Napan, which I will cover later on. Yeah. So Napan is a very relaxing oil, whereas Forsythia is a very high inflammatory oil. So sometimes when you have very chronic jam along this line here, you may need the other two to come in and give you the kind of soothing effect and add on with anti-inflammatory property. All right. Now, let me carry on. Another aspects of heart care, heart health is really, it manifests in the form of stress, in the form of insomnia and depression. And we all know that during this pandemic time, there are lots of mental health issues around the world, not just with adults, but also with children. Yeah. So learning this technique here will help everyone to sleep well, okay, to get out of depressions and to really de-stress yourself. Right? How many of you want to de-stress yourself? How many of you want to sleep well? Sleep is so, so important. Yeah. Because if you can sleep well, your cell will regenerate well, and then your overall health will improve. So you've got to really make sure that it is a whole package here. Yeah. Xiang Han, I can see that you raise up your hand. Okay. Tell me after today's practice whether tomorrow, tell us tomorrow whether you sleep well tonight. Okay. Yeah. Now, the oil to use, like I mentioned, is Napan. Napan is a very powerful oil. It encompasses a few of the really important herbs like lavender, which most of us know, but not many of us know about valerian. Now, valerian is called the God's given sleeping pill, right? In other words, it's like natural sleeping pill, no side effect. Yeah. So this actually helps our mental activity to be gradually calm down and reduce. Yeah. So that is the effect of Napan. So Napan is good for people with sleep disorder, people who are very, very highly stressed and heart palpitations, and you want to sleep well but can't sleep. Yeah. So that is the oil. Now the other oil that is very useful because both of them governs the heart and the pericardium meridian. All right. Heart and pericardium meridian governs our overall nervous system, which then help you with your heart health. Yeah, is the Hinoki. Now, Hinoki is a form of Japanese pine wood. It is a kind of herbs as well. It has very, very high antibacterial property, which is why Japanese pine wood that are used to build the Japanese temple can stand, for thousands of years without rotting and without, so it helps to kill germs. So Hinoki is very good for families or home that has got lots of kind of funny insects. It helps to get rid of as many of them as possible. The other thing about Hinoki is that it calms you down, but it doesn't put you to sleep. It calms you down so that you can pay attention. It calms you down so that you can do your meditation. It calms you down so that you can focus on your work. It's especially useful for children who are studying for exam. Like my daughter, when she was sitting for her exam, I diffused the Hinoki to help her to concentrate. So during our workshop practice, you have these two oil. But if you're about to drive home, for example, then we do not advocate you to use the pen. Just practice using the Hinoki. Now, where do you press? Okay, how do you help yourself with to de-stress and to improve? Okay. Now, here I wanted to share one testimony of a young lady. No, she's only 24 years old then. That was about, I think, 2 years ago. She's actually one of the daughter of one of our good friend here. She's Daphne. I think Daphne is in the room here as well, in the meeting here as well. So Nicole has very terrible sleeping disorder to the point where you can't sleep, you will then go further down to being depressed, and the depression can be a very, very dangerous state of mind. So let's hear what Nicole experienced. Okay, I hope that you can hear it well. Okay.
So using the pen has helped me to sleep a lot more, and I have lesser dreams. Like my dreams used to be very vivid, and I can remember every single thing when I wake up. But then after when I use the oil, then it's like I didn't even dream, and it feels like I'm floating on the Thank you.
It was amazing. Actually, the best person to tell the story of Nicole in a more, I would say that it means a lot to Daphne, is to invite Daphne to share in person, especially a mother who is working. Let me share a little bit first before I let Daphne share. Daphne runs a business in Cambodia, whereas Nicole is a young daughter who is living in Singapore. Mother and daughters are apart, right? And the kind of stress and the kind of worry, is tremendous. So I'll let Daphne share. Daphne, are you there? Can someone spotlight her?
Yeah.
Thank you, Daphne. Why don't you share? I'll stop share here so that everyone can see you.
I'm really great that I found Avita products essential oil, especially actually all the products are good, but I want to mention about the nut pen because it's really helped my daughter which have insomnia, and very seriously. And just now she shared that it makes her cannot sleep well and become distressed. So because of this, her emotion is very, very, very bad. It's like out and down and cannot focus on study. So after Jermaine, our TCN doctor here, right, she recommended me the products, and then it's really helped her a lot. I mean, for the first night, she already can sleep very, very well. And until now, 1.5 years, of course, she improved gradually, but until now, she already don't have to use sleeping pill, and also discharged from the doctor, that she don't have to go back to polyclinic or whatever to take any pill. Yeah, that's good. Besides that, after she had, I think when she took a month later, she also recommends her friend's mother, who also have about more than 30 years insomnia. And it's also the same. It's amazing that she also have, after a price, she can sleep well. And of course, it's not immediately can sleep through the whole night, but she improved a lot. And now she also do not need to have a sleeping pill. And because of this, I trust the product and I can see the product so good. And here I am today and take Avita as a platform. And now I'm a PD.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we are very proud that you are the first person to bring Meridian 101 all the way to Cambodia. And you're helping a lot of people in Cambodia as well.
Yes, because of all your help. Our
Thank
teamwork.
you. Happy mother. Yeah, happy businesswoman out there in Daphne. Everyone, can you give a round of applause to Daphne for sharing something very helpful to not just a daughter, but also her friends around her as well. So this is really the passion that we have, yeah, something good we can share with everyone. Now, how do you use these two oil, Hinoki and Nepen? Now, first point here is, wow, we picked someone with very little hair to show you where the point is right at the top of it, Bai Hui, yeah. So Bai Hui that is on the left-hand side, the bald man's head is actually the highest point of the highest acupressure point in the human body, yeah. Bai Hui means that a lot is the confluence area of 100 people, you know, so it's a very important point. Now, this point here, we don't advocate you to press very hard, and later on during the practice, the breakout room leader would give you additional advice. But this point is a very useful point to relax yourself. Okay. Then, interestingly, because the pericardium meridian and the heart meridian runs all the way along the inner side of your arm. All right. So you can see that Shenmen, that is right at the bottom on your hand. Okay, there is a point along your heart meridian that is helpful in calming you down as well. Okay, the next point is at Wangu, which is right below the C bone, right at the bottom of the C bone beside your ear. All right, so this is another very helpful point. So those of you who can't quite sleep at night, these are the few points that you can put Nepen. Now, equally so, if you are feeling very agitated, very kanchong, very anxious, you know, for anxiety, maybe just before exam times or before giving a very important presentation or whatever, these are the same point, but instead you use the Hinoki. Okay, so it calms you down, you use a Hinoki. Yes, someone say that the Wangu is the perfume point. That is also very helpful. Yeah. Okay. See, why perfume? Perfume smell good, but that point actually calms you down. Now there's one more point that is called Nei Guan. This Nei Guan is along the pericardium meridian. Now you don't really need to know where the meridian lies and all that, but I'll just mention to you that pericardium meridian is a very, very important meridian, governs the heart, the health of the heart and the health of your nervous system. Okay, so it's very simple. You look at this picture here, just 3 fingers away from your wrist. Okay, that is right in the middle of your inner arm. Again, both sides, left hand and right hand. So the oil to use, again, it is Hinoki or Nepen, depending on whether you choose Nepen when you want to really, okay? If you choose Hinoki, then you wake up and really do things, yeah? All right, now, another tips I would like to share, which later you can do a quick practice in the breakout room, is that when you, in the night, if you have got heart palpitation as well as insomnia, you can gua sha along these 2 meridians. The green color is along your lung meridian, which will allow you to breathe better. The middle one, which is the blue color, is your pericardium meridian. So all you need to do is to gua sha a little bit more lightly for this, because you want to calm down and go to sleep. So again, about 20 times will be fine. The oil, same, use either Nepen or use Hinoki. All right. Now, let's see. The last gua sha technique that I'll be teaching today is the head gua sha. Very interesting. This is a very relaxing gua sha. It's very easy to do. Okay, all you need to do is use a gua sha board. You can do it when you're watching TV. You can do it, you know, when you are you are just staring into nothing, or you can do it just before you sleep. No, don't do it before you sleep. Yeah, because it kind of wakes you up, this thing. Yeah, okay, but it's very relaxing as well. Yeah, so and a few things to take note of is that you can also gua sha when you're taking MRT, for example. Right? Everybody will be looking at you, and then you can share this technique with your friend. Yeah, okay. So it has a miraculous effect in opening up the channel along all the meridian lines on your head. You know, when the chi are able to circulate well along your head, firstly is you are able to think more clearly. Secondly, you're able to relax better as well. Okay, either way, yeah. But if you're stuck in a way that is very kanchiong, very stressed, and you can't sleep, and you're mangzang, you get tension headache. So this is a very powerful way to relieve all the tension that is along the stagnation of chi that is along your head. There are lots of meridian lines and acupressure point along your head. Yeah. So if you want to use the oil, you can use forsythia. Okay, like I mentioned to you, your gallbladder meridian runs along your side of your head. So you can put the forsythia, put a light dose of oil, and then you massage into your scalp. Okay, before you do the gua sha, that will be very, very helpful. All right. So I've spoken a lot, but you cannot learn this technique by just listening to me. All right. You can only learn it by practicing it together. So I'm going to invite you. We demo, you follow. All right. And then we press, you also press. We gua sha, you also gua sha. Okay. Then that is how you can learn by doing, and then you can interact. And in the breakout room, I have a lot of highly experienced ambassador who will share with you more detail and more stories as well. Okay, are we ready to get into a breakout room, Jenny?
Yes. All of you no need to do anything. I will transport all of you to respective room. Okay,
Wonderful.
just, get ready.
But you see, this is a beautiful part about our the Meridian 101 movement, I would say. Yeah, it's not just about one-way teaching and then you learn it and then you're going to do it by yourself, but it's about always coming back into this community. Because when we have a community, we can share a lot of usage experience, and we can all learn from one another. And I'm learning constantly from so many of you on a daily basis. Yeah, I hope that you all have a good discussion. Is that good? Do you enjoy yourself in the breakout room? Yeah. Learn a lot of things and also share a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah. Important thing is when you have something good, you must share. Okay. Keeping to yourself. Yeah. No good correct. Okay. Let me continue with one or two more strategy on how you can help yourself with anything to do with heart health or nervous issue. Okay. Now, do you all know that you breathe a lot more than you eat and you drink? Yeah. Yeah. From the day that we are born, right? We inhale, right? And then we actually, after that, we forget that we actually breathe already. Yeah. Because it just carry on 24/7 without our realization. But amazingly, we breathe through 13.5 kg of air. Okay, I don't think anybody eat 13.5 kg every day lah. Okay, so that is something very useful. So breath, it is one of the very many powerful ways to de-stress and improve your heart health as well. Now, besides the modality of, for example, meditation, which I will talk another time when I have a chance. But aromatherapy is a very powerful way. Okay, you see, when you breathe in something good, you instinctively will feel pleasant, and when you breathe something that is like a foul smell, you cringe. You kind of you just get very, very agitated. So when you breathe in, it goes into your olfactory bulb and it impacts your limbic system. Your limbic system governs a lot of hormones and all the biochemistry that is inside our head and our system that you are unaware of. But by using good smell, okay, how can you bring good essential oil through smell into our system. Okay, and these 3 oils that is listed here: Hinoki, which you learned today, Napan, you learned today, Farnosa Magnolia. Some of you attended my other workshop. Otherwise, Farnosa Magnolia is a very powerful, in fact, it's one of the most powerful oil among all the 8 oils that helps with our respiratory system. Yeah, it's very strong anti-inflammation property. So all these are very useful. How do you use it then? By this diffuser called Aroma. Okay, I will show you my Aroma. My Aroma is sitting right in front of my desk now, humming away quietly and giving me very nice smell. Okay, now I'll just play you a short video of how this works, and I'll talk through the video as the music serves as a nice background for me to narrate. All right, now, okay, how do you use this Aroma? It's very simple. It comprises in a box. It just comes in a box, and what you do is that you just fix it into fix the bulb into the base station. All right, and then you just drop the oil in. Yeah, pour about 6 to 10 drops of oil, and you don't want to pour too much because then you can use different oil. Okay, depends on your therapeutic needs. Yeah, and the oil will just sit in there. Okay, put in back in the cap, and when you turn it on, it's connected to the mains, and you can see this. Yeah, it converts the liquid essential oil into a fine mist, and then what it does is that it just come out from the little opening there. You can see how it works. It is called atomizer. So it uses a stream of cold air and it blows at a hyper speed, and then what it does is that it splits the liquid molecules into millions and millions of fine particles that permeate the entire air. So when you breathe it in, it breathes in deep into your respiratory system, and it gives you the therapeutic benefits. Okay, now it works every 2 minutes of operation. It will shut off by 1 minute, and then you will operate continuously for about 2 hours, and you auto shut off. So this is a very simple device. It is a very good device to be used in every home, every by the side of your bed, for example. For me, I use it in my living room, my hall, as well as in the bedroom, as well as right in front of me in my study desk. Okay, so this is a very useful little device that can help you to enjoy a very good de-stress evening or day. Okay, now I have good news for those of you who are looking for heart health. Okay, Avita is going to launch a brand new product called Saliva. Is from Switzerland. Okay, just now Amy in my room was sharing about the Saligen product that is from Switzerland as well. It is also from Avita, which is the same company that produced the essential oil. Now, Saliva is a product that helps with removing the plaques that are clogging our blood vessels. Okay, now you know that plaques create problem like cholesterol problem. It create problems like heart issues as well. Yeah, so when plaque goes, cholesterol goes down, fat depository also go away, and one of the side effects that you will enjoy would be a natural slimming and protecting your heart health for the long term as well. So more information about Saliva is going to come out very, very soon. In fact, I'm very excited because a few of us have been selected to be trained by the supplier this coming weekend. Yeah, so there's a pre-launch offer that's been announced. It will be only for the month of September. Ask your friend who invite you if you want to know more about Saliva. All right, and also that it will be launched on the 7th of November. So this is a little bit of a trailer. Yeah, okay. Now we are completing the last of the complimentary workshop as part of the celebration of Sarawak Day, ending on the Independence Day of Malaysia. I think it's a very auspicious day for all of us. But going forward, we have a regular workshop, online as well as offline, for this 5 main workshop that is under the Meridian 101 series. Yeah. So de-stress is pretty much what we have covered today. And then we have the Meridian 101 for everyone, which we will talk about respiratory issue, which will cover about the Phalansua magnolia, as well as the energy issue, vitality. In other words, is the Angelica ardent and masculine essential oil. So these two helps with our kidney meridian, which governs the energy systems. Yeah. Then you circulate down to detoxification. So Meridian 101 detox workshop focus on our intestinal, our gut health, our two main things. Yeah. One is digestive system as well as the detoxification system. Then we have the woman workshop, which is very, very popular among all the ladies because it teaches about women's health, PMS, menopause, and how do you take care of your womb health, for example. And also very excitedly for all of them is the natural slimming using gua sha technique. All right. Then finally, right in front, right in the center, you have the facial reflexology. Now, most people know about foot reflexology, but do you know that on your face, there are so many reflex point and acupressure point that if you do your facial reflexology, it not only take away your pigmentation, it improves your eye bag, dark eye circles, and also it gives you a lift. So in other words, it's anti-wrinkle as well. At the same time, it takes care of all the organic systems that's within your body. So these are the 5 very popular workshops. Now, there's a lot of demand. There's a growing demand from everywhere. So we bring it to the corporates. We bring it to overseas, for example. We bring it to schools. And we also work together as a team and we bring it to the community and we do social service. In other words, we do charity. We help with the old folks home, for example. We teach the children, the disadvantaged children, how to look after themselves. So we have a lot of activities going on and we are constantly welcoming more people to join us so we can bring the Meridian movement and to everywhere on the planet Earth to benefit more people for a better life and for a better world. Yeah. So we are also seeing a lot of corporates that is now, especially now because of the pandemic experience, more and more corporate really looking at, instead of just organizing something fun for the staff, but they want to organize something that's useful for all of them as well. So we are getting a lot of demand. In fact, this coming Saturday, we are giving a Meridian 101 talk to 100 early childhood teacher. Okay, these are the one of the kindergarten organizations in Singapore have engaged us to give a talk to 100 teachers as part of the Teachers' Day celebration. Yeah, so we are very excited. We can help to reduce sick leave, not so much through treatment protocol, but through prevention protocol. All right. And finally, in order for us to carry this movement to a wider audience and to a more global perspective, we conduct the Meridian 101 Ambassador Mastery course. We conduct 3 ambassador courses every year in Singapore, and we are doing it internationally also through the platform using the Zoom. But at the same time, we are conducting ambassador course in country as well, like in Philippines, in different parts of the world, like Japan, Taiwan, etc. Yeah, Malaysia as well. Yeah. So for those of you who are keen to join us in propagating and proliferating this movement, you're most welcome. Okay. It is a 3-in-1 course. Not only you will learn the skill of gua sha and on the therapy, but more importantly, the fundamental about the science behind the TCM science, their traditional Chinese medical science behind all the oil, the herbs, and the human body, or your meridian system by the bio clock, for example, the 5 elements, Jing Mu Shui Hua Tu, all these are very, very useful knowledge that will be a gift for you for the entire life. Yeah. Lastly, it is also a business know-how program because you are not doing it for charity. Okay, you can actually make an extra income for some of you. For those of you who are thinking of career transitions, you can take it as a career transition course that will allow you to go global. Okay, with a skill set, with a knowledge that is in higher and higher demand, especially now after during the pandemic and also in the days that's after pandemic. All right, so this is the the program that I have come to a completion. I'm very excited and very happy that all of you are here today. I hope you take away something useful. For those of you who do not have the oil or the gua sha board, I know during the breakout room, some of you are asking that. Please ask a friend who invited you here. You can easily place an order and get this oil anywhere in the world, all right? And we can send it to you. Okay, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy my little talk today. And let me hand you back to the wonderful MC, Amy Chong.
Thank you, Alvin.
Thank
I
you.
am sure all of
Namaste.
our guests today feel so empowered by what you have shared and what they have gained from you. Can we all show our love and appreciation for Alvin by giving him a heart emoji? Okay, shall we try?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I return my heart to all of you too. Did I say it correctly? Yeah.
Right. Thank you, everyone. And for me, I feel that there is so much good that we can do with Meridian therapy. And I actively encourage all of you to consider and and really embrace preventive care knowledge and skills to help others, especially the aged, your children, the challenged, and the less fortunate in our society. I started the Sarawak Independent Day Meridian Therapy as a project to develop a movement so that I can build a community of like-minded people in East Malaysia who work with me to promote and share the knowledge of preventive wellness. And it is my dream that this preventive wellness and education become the cornerstone in East Malaysia as soon as possible. So my dear friends in Kuching or in anywhere else in the world, please contact me if you are keen to be part of this movement. Let us be the pioneers in fostering healthy habits in the lives of our loved ones, our friends, our colleagues, anyone, all right? And because a healthy lifestyle can have far-reaching impact. I know this for a fact because my husband had to do a triple bypass after a heart attack, and he had, I think, 2 arteries that were blocked, and one was 70%. So no one is too young or too old to learn Meridian therapy. So let's work together to make this movement even more global. Okay. And before we actually go into our promo, I would like to share with us, because I think a lot of us take our hearts for granted. Okay, our hearts are known as the emperor of all organs. It rules over all aspects of our entire being, including, impacting our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. So we need to be more mindful of what we do to our hearts. Yeah, and I would like to then share with you all the promo that we are going to be having today. Wow, it's so exciting. Oh, just now before we came on for the session, when Alvin was sharing the promos, it was to me like, wow, I'm going to get on with it. Yep, the family wellness set comes with 8 bottles of the oils. Wow, look at this. Free Avita VIP membership, 5 free Meridian 101 workshops that Alvin shared with you just now, for everyone, distress and all that. You get the free gua sha board, and wow, what is this? The free Aromatherapy diffuser that Alvin was sharing with us. Wow. So quickly, talk to the person who invited you to get hold of this family wellness set. Yep. And The next one that we have, the next offer again, the COVID set. Okay, and you get protection against the coronavirus for your home and your office. If you purchase the 30 milliliter Foundersol Magnolia and Hinoki at 1,246 ringgit or 430 Sing dollars, you get a free aroma diffuser worth 188 Sing dollars. Wow, this is a steal. Wow. So quickly again, talk to your introducer and get this, because it is scary with the COVID-19 pandemic still raging on. And if you know that you can protect yourself, you would, because here in Kuching or in Sarawak, our numbers are high. Every day we look at the numbers and we just wonder what is going to happen. So we have taken to wearing double masks when we go out. Okay, and I've got a sanitizing machine at home. Every time I come back, I sanitize my money, I sanitize everything. Yeah, my slippers, my shoes, anything, and we quickly take a shower, clean ourselves before we do anything. This is how scary it is. And sadly enough, in the papers this morning, an 8-year-old died of the COVID, our youngest case. Yeah, so whatever we can do to help ourselves with the oils, anything natural that's going to help us, please do consider that. Yeah. Okay. Before I think we end, I did share this in in our breakout room. I have always got my constant companion of let me see, my Saligen. Okay, it has been my constant companion since 2014 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And as you can see, this is my 7th year into recovery. And I would say that Saligen helped me a lot during chemotherapy, and even now I take it because I know that it will help me protect me against COVID-19 because it has got anti-inflammatory factors, and also it builds my immune system. Okay, and like I shared with the friends in room 1, my mom, who is 90, who will be celebrating her 93rd birthday this Saturday, I introduced her to Saligen, or I put her on Saligen, because mom is very, very sensitive to drugs. Any drug that's given to her, even a painkiller that doesn't suit her, her skin will start to peel off, literally. So Saligen is so safe and natural for her. So I've given her that, and she enjoys taking it. When she finishes one box, she would say, "I finished one box. Can you give me another box?" Yeah, and she is very mentally active. I can tell you that she can remember all the telephone numbers. She doesn't need like us looking at our mobile just because we can't remember. Her memory is that good, you know. So she's very, very alert. Yeah. Okay. Right. So
actually, could I invite, because many of us here
Yes.
have not met Crispina, and we were pleasantly surprised at Crispina's story. Crispina, would you mind if I invite you to share your story so that everyone can have so much to learn from your experience as well?
My story is very simple one.
And introduce yourself. Where are you from? Like many people do not know you.
Hi everyone, I'm Crispina from Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia. I'm Amy's friend. So she's the one who introduced me to all these Meridian's essential oil. Actually, I'm a cancer patient as well. So Amy is the one who introduced me Saligen. So I have been taking Saligen since 2016. So without any hesitations, once she showed us the box, we just say, okay, we will buy it, we will eat. because since we look at Amy, she is doing very well, you see. So since then, I've been taking these Legends. During my chemo sessions, I only feel very tired on the first day. Other than that, we don't feel anything else. We just like a normal healthy person anyway. So I'm introducing my mom to take it now. She's having the first box actually. Yeah. So it's what like Elvin said, just let her try for 3 boxes, see how it goes, because she has knee pain, you see. Yeah, for essential oil, not yet. I'm trying it first before I introduce it to my mom. I have to try it first, right? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Christina. Yeah.
We're also happy for you, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you. If you like, after we end this workshop, you can stay back for a chit chat, or you want to ask us questions, you want to know more, please do so. Okay. Can I invite all of you to turn on your video so that we can take a group picture together as a remembrance of us celebrating a special Malaysia Merdeka Day today. Yep, through preventive wellness. Yay!